What's up, everyone? This is Gina Compton Gardner. We're out here in my backyard orchard again. And this is my Mexican cream guava, but you can see it's right back being gigantic. It's growing in outward into the cherimoya over there on the left. Then on this side here, this is my Meyer lemon, and then next to that there is my little cotto or Warts avocado. But about 4 or 5 days ago, I came out here and picked up all of the fallen fruit from the floor, just so I could keep track of how many are falling and stuff as I'm picking them. But sometimes they fall during the night when the wind blows or birds land in a tree and shake the tree. So as you can see, a week later, fruit everywhere again. So this tree produces a lot of fruit. You can see it's still a lot of fruit up here, but it also drops a lot of fruit. So either you have to come out here and pick them when they're still green, or you have to be ready to grab them before they fall. You can still pick up some off the floor and find the good ones, but it produces so many that's unnecessary for me. Plus, you can see like where the birds got to some of them while they were in the tree. Right. So basically this is going to be the last year I'm going to have this tree, because I did an air layer maybe about 3 years ago and planted it at my in-laws house because they like it. I like it too, but it's just you have to keep on pruning it heavily every year or so at the expense of the fruit. So you kind of sacrifice some fruit every time you do a heavy pruning. But this is the only tree, if I can remember, this is the only one out of how many I have, 40, like 45 trees. This is the only one that drops the fruit like that all over the floor. The pineapple guava also drops the fruit, but the skin is so thick that nothing really messes with it. It doesn't really have any pests on that tree or rodents. But this one here, you're gonna start seeing possums and raccoons, all kind of stuff coming for these. So like I said, I picked them up a couple days ago. Had like a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket full, and now you can see how many all over the floor again. So like I said, this is going to be the last season. Once all of these fruits are off, I'm going to be removing this tree and planting something more compact. This tree refuses to be compact. It wants to see 30 feet. So if you have that space, that's good, but I want to be able to grow multiple plants in this space. So also you can see the cherimoya competing with it right next to it. It's right there with it. But with the cherimoya, I always bring that one back to like 8 feet, and it still produces the fruit lower on the lower part of the tree. But the guava over here, you prune it heavily, you're pruning off the fruiting wood, and you'll get a lot of fruit like the following year, but every year it grows pretty big. You can see like there's no fruit at the top all the way up there. All the fruit are more lower, but that's because that's all this year's growth going up the top there. So initially I was going to plant a mango tree in this spot, but it's going to wind up being the same thing because mango trees also grow pretty big. Then the avocado tree, even though this is a dwarf avocado, they can still see about 10 feet. So I want to give that space to grow as well. So maybe I'll plant something dwarf in the front here, something that I have already in pots. So we'll see. But just what I recommend is to look at the overall, the big picture, right? How big is this tree gonna get 6-7 years from now, and then plant accordingly. They usually have the size of the plant on the tag. You can follow that. That's more so for commercial growers. So if you've seen in my previous videos, I'm able to get a lot of trees in this little yard of mine. But that's with doing multiple planting and multiple grafting. See that? Perfecto. Perfect. For example, here's my persimmon. Like I mentioned in my other video, I put these nets on them because the birds mess with them a lot. But this is 4 different persimmons on this tree. So versus one big guava tree. You can see how big this one gets, but I bring that one down as well every year. Keep it compact. And I have 4 different varieties in here. Fuyu, Izu, Giant Persimmon, and Coffee Cake. These are the giants. These are the Fuyus. Those are the Izu, Fuyu, Coffee Cake. So there it is. The last year you're gonna see this guy. Y'all have it going.